What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. XDefiant has exposed skill-based matchmaking, and as a result, it has exposed many of its players. Players they were hoping were going to stick around longer than the first week of the game's life cycle. Players they were hoping were going to hop into the XDefiant experience and fall in love with it. But instead, unfortunately, these players are found scurrying back to the safe spaces that have been provided by skill-based matchmaking. They want to be coddled, they want to be protected, and they don't want to face the harsh reality that a non-skill-based matchmaking world presents them. XDefiant is just too hard. The skill gap is just too vast. Why would I want to play a game where I just get stomped all the time? And honestly, I don't really blame the players. I don't blame players that want to go play their skill-based matchmaking world, because this is the type of player that Activision has groomed, that skill-based matchmaking has groomed. They want these players because they want them to not want to get better. They want them to just be good little boys. Please play our game, play within your defined skill bracket, and spend your money on bad emoji skins. Please do that and be a good little boy. Because heaven forbid trying to get better. Heaven forbid embracing being bad. And this is coming from somebody who's not even good at the game. I embrace being bad at it. I embrace the fact that I'm not a strong player. My skills have declined rapidly because I don't play as much as I used to. But I can at least acknowledge the enjoyment that a non-skill-based matchmaking game has brought me, because I have an experience that is extremely varied, instead of an experience that is extremely curated and manufactured to be whatever the algorithm wants it to be. I love the fact that XDefiant is trying something different. It might fail. It really might. I didn't realize that skill-based matchmaking had such a strong grip on all these players. But I guess that's why Activision has invested millions of dollars into their SBMM algorithms, to ensure that players feel protected and their egos feel justified. Because what I'm seeing across social media right now is a bunch of bruised egos. People finding out they're not as good at video games as they thought they were. And that's a hard reality to come to grips with. You've been playing Call of Duty for years and you've been shown that you're repeatedly good within your skill bracket. Simple as that. But once that widens and you don't have that protected class anymore, you learn that you're not very good. And why wouldn't you scurry back to your safe haven of skill-based matchmaking? And honestly, I think this is why so many games have gone the route of skill-based matchmaking, is because they don't want players to have to come to grips with the harsh reality that they're not good, that they've got a lot more work to do. And they understand this demographic and know they don't want to put the effort in or the work in to improve, because that would mean they'd actually have to work towards something. Instead, they can be good little boys, stay within their skill bracket, and spend money on terrible bunny skins. That's what these companies want. That's why they've invested millions of dollars into these algorithms. So you can be a good little boy and not try to get better. They have destroyed the motivation of so many players. That's what skill-based matchmaking has done. This might sound a little outrageous, but could you imagine players back in the day not wanting to play Halo 3 or COD 4 because it's just too dang hard? Man, I played COD 4 because my friends played it, and I was terrible. I was the guy you wouldn't want on your team. I was out there going 2-15, 3-18, but I was having a blast because I was playing with my friends. And slowly, that 3-18, that 2-15 became a 7-15, a 9-15, a 10-12, a 12-11, and slowly but surely, I got better. I don't pretend to be great, but that improvement was so much self-satisfaction that I really wish that players would embrace being bad. Because seeing your own evolution, seeing your own positive progress is such a rewarding thing. Imagine hopping into XDefiant and being extremely bad. A 0.15 KD, a 0.2, a 0.3, a 0.4. And slowly over time, grinding, learning the ins and outs of the game, you become a better player. That is a much more rewarding experience than being thrown into your nice manufactured algorithm parameters that keep you at the same level always, that punish you for doing better, that restrict you when you're doing poorly. Because heaven forbid you embrace being bad at something. Heaven forbid you fail. And like I said earlier, I don't blame the players. It's really hard for me to sit here and blame somebody that has grown up through skill-based matchmaking. Because you've been told this whole time that this is how you are going to enjoy your experience. This is what gaming is for you. And it's disappointing because I grew up in a time where there was no skill-based matchmaking. There was ranked play. That had skill-based matchmaking. But you were earning something. You were earning a rank. And it always felt rewarding going over to ranked play after playing a little bit of social and honing in your skills a little to see how you stacked up against people of your own skill level and watch that rank increase over time. I still remember earning my first 40 in SWAT on Halo 3 and absolutely losing my mind because it was an achievement. It was something that I earned. It was a proud moment because I worked my butt off to get there. And this isn't the world that Activision wants. This isn't the world that skill-based matchmaking wants. So yes, XDefiant has exposed skill-based matchmaking. It's exposed the fact that skill-based matchmaking has created a community of players that are frightened at the very prospect of failing, are frightened at the very prospect of having to improve, at getting better, at learning the ins and outs of the game. Instead, what it's done is it's created an environment of players who want to stay within their very strict confines of what these algorithms have deemed is their skill level. And it's disappointing because so many players are missing out on the experience you could have of actually improving and rewarding yourself with getting better. And I get it, not everybody has the time or the energy to put into it. And maybe that's when skill-based matchmaking makes sense. But like, be okay with the fact that you're going to suck at something. And maybe this is me getting a little overly defensive because I love XDefiant and I want other people to love it too. But like, I really think that you can find enjoyment in this game even if you're not doing super well every single game. This game is far better, far more enjoyable, far more fun than Call of Duty. It seems as if the fun in this game is so much more genuine versus what's been manufactured by Call of Duty and Activision over the last several years. And I really wish more players would understand that. I really wish more players would embrace that. But anyways, that's really all I wanted to get to today. Because this has been a very interesting conversation that I've seen across social media. As a lot of people want to hate on skill-based matchmaking, and I understand that. But a lot of people are defending it now too. They're saying they're part of it. And again, I don't blame the players that have been groomed by skill-based matchmaking. I just wish that they had the confidence to step out of their comfort zone and embrace being bad at something. That's what I'd like to see. But anyways, done with the video. Would love to hear your thoughts down below in that comment section. And I really enjoy covering this game. I really enjoy everything XDefiant has to offer. But there will be some Call of Duty content coming up in the near future as well as we lean into Season 4 of that. So stay tuned to this channel. Again, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.